Welcome to the Masterwall video training series. This is a presentation of the basic Masterwall systems. In this training we'll review the basic system types, review other specialized systems available, look at the basic installation for Aggre-flex and Rollershield systems, as well as basic product use and techniques, along with doing business with Masterwall and our distributor. Masterwall was founded in 1987 and remains one of the last American-owned and privately held companies in our business. We've grown from a small regional company to one that sells internationally. We have 80 distribution points across the United States. Masterwall's first system was our Aggre-flex exterior insulation and finish system. It's a barrier wall system that is adhered to approved substrates or mechanically attached with approved fasteners. It adapts to a variety of construction types and a variety of looks, but is limited to commercial construction only. Rollershield drainage EIFS is our most popular exterior insulation and finish system. It's a drainage type wall system over our Rollershield liquid applied air and water barrier. The system is adhered to the Rollershield with vertical drainage channels, and like Aggre-flex, it is easily adaptable to a variety of looks, but also provides drainage. OCS fiber stucco is our engineered one-coat stucco. It's typically installed thinner than traditional stucco, but has fibers for better durability. Masterwall has many upgrades available with warranties up to 20 years. Aggre-flex drainage EIFS is mechanically attached over a water barrier and an approved substrate. Water barriers can be as simple as 15-pound felt, or it can be a profiled type water barrier. Flat or wavy insulation board can be used, and this type installation is common on residential and some light commercial projects. Stucco cement board coatings are applied over a cement board substrate such as Durock, Permabase, or Hardy panel. We use cement board mesh at our joints and then full base coat, mesh, and finish to complete the project. Masterwall Semplaster stucco is our traditional stucco but with a warranty. It's an engineered stucco with fibers in it for better crack resistance, and we offer it with a warranty program with warranties up to 19 years available. Insulated concrete forms are made for Masterwall. We apply our base coat, mesh, and finish directly over the insulation board. It's a very simple application and very effective. Rollershield drainage is similar to Rollershield drainage, with the exception that it uses Rollershield, our trowel applied air and water barrier, instead of the Rollershield. Commercial drainage EIFS features a channeled adhesive design adhered to our WeatherStop, which is our Portland cement air and water barrier. We use WeatherStop flashing tapes at windows and doors to seal in the system. QRW1 drainage EIFS uses large 4x8 sheets, sometimes larger insulation board, that are mechanically attached over a sheet type water barrier. We can use spacers with it, and it's generally used with residential and light commercial construction. One of the disadvantages of this system is that it cannot be rasped to level the surface. Our uninsulated finish system is applied directly to non-moisture sensitive substrates such as concrete or masonry surfaces. We typically use high build base coats such as F&M or MBB Plus with optional mesh to help with cracking and to help level the surface. We can also apply our superior finishes directly over a traditional stucco surface. We recommend prime coat or sanded prime coat for better color retention, and elastomeric plus finishes are also available to bridge minor hairline cracks common in stucco. Our soffit system is very economical and easy to apply. It's a nice upgrade for schools or any commercial building. It features base coat, mesh, and finish directly applied to an approved substrate. Our Rollershield LAB is a liquid applied air and water barrier that's applied over approved substrates and can be used under cladding such as brick, stone, siding, and eaves. A benefit of it compared to sheet water barriers is that it doesn't rattle in the wind, it's very easy to repair, and it's very easy to tell if you've got the proper coverage. Next, we'll take a look at some of the basic Aggre-flex installation details. Aggre-flex EIFS has basic rules. We must not have any exposed foam. We need to seal the EIFS system. Plan your layouts. It's very important to control cracking in the system. Also, mesh is needed to control cracking. There's also more than one way to detail an EIFS, and we're going to look at that. Where things move, we want to put an expansion joint in the system. We also want to slope any projections to shed water, and we want to protect the EIFS. We need to seal the EIFS. The basic code requirement states that we must not have any exposed insulation board. What works best is going to depend on your preference and the design. Typically, commercial projects are going to be back wrapped due to fire concerns, but we do have the option of back wrapping shown at the left using a casing bead, or wrapping the system onto the foundation or into the openings. When sealing the EIFS at grade, we can run the base coat, mesh, and finish directly onto the foundation. We want to keep the system, though, about 6 inches above grade. We want to seal the EIFS at walkways. Any closure option is possible with this application, but we want to keep it 2 inches above the walkway to avoid any frost heave or movement problems. We want to seal the EIFS at porches. Where the porches are supported, it means they won't move much, they won't have much frost heave, so a 3/4 inch sealant joint is typically used. It's important not to return the finish into the sealant joint area. We want to seal the EIFS at storefront windows. In this case, wrapping the mesh onto the framing is probably the best solution. We want to make sure the window is sealed with a 1/2 inch expansion joint, and we encourage the use of interior foam sealants to help provide a good air seal. Alternate sealing methods can also be used. We want to seal the EIFS at flanged windows. The back wrap method, which is shown here, is probably the most common method, or we could use casing bead. The window is sealed with a 1/2 inch expansion joint, and again, interior foam sealants are encouraged. You want to slope sills 1 to 2 to shed water if they project outward from the wall. Planning your layouts. With the Aggre-flex system, you need to consider your attachment method. We can use either adhesives or mechanically attached to approved substrates. Check the data sheets or contact Master Wall for the approved substrates and attachment methods. When planning your attachment of the Aggre-flex system, be sure to only use approved fasteners and plates. Also, the fastening method will vary by the substrate you're attaching to. Plan your layouts at the corners. The insulation boards are run in a running bond pattern similar to a brick. You want to interlock your inside and outside corner to reduce thermal stresses on the system. Also, the insulation board can be rasped at the corners to true up any out-of-plane conditions. Be sure to lap the meshes 12 inches either side of the corners. Plan your insulation board alignment. The board should be offset 6 inches minimum from the sheathing board joints. Also, the board should not line up with window and door heads and sills. Also, plan your layout. You may need to cut a starter piece at the bottom so that the layout forms correctly. This concludes part 1 of our basic training. Please join us for part 2 next.